wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever.
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Darnold. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, one set. Chase, team 6. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Young lady.
To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. That's Campbell. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry by Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give this to Bell running right. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's outside, lady. Check flag 33. Let's pick it up. It's outside. Young lady. The field. Let's get off the field.
Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check out.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right here. Watch twitch. Watch. Nice.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 49. 93, 52, 93, 46.
Dalton now to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
368. Hey, wahoo. 80 weapons. Alert threes. Check three.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's...
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to rifle one. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Darnold now to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 50, check 50.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jets.
Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, watch the slant. Check out
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Bell. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Catanzaro's kick is right through, and we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Dalton. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Take it right on the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Copeland. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton going for Metcalf. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Lady. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. First down, Jets.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Wide open receiver complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, hey, 33. Hey, Delta. Getting some penetration. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Hey, orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, Cam. Hey, Alpha. Check nickel.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Double time. 4 down. Check. He's checking, lady. He's checking. Scratch.
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
No. Check 52.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Check. Go, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, Charlie.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Heavy. Watch twist.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. Going up top. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put it out.
And Dalton to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Andy Dalton over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So Dalton now escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hands up. Lead.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Check that!
Oh, lady!
On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
On second down, it's Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Get in the weight room.
Here's Bell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Heavy.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Yeah. One up and up is One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.